On. And we are live. What is up, guys? Praxeology Prodigy back with another Red Pill Lens movie review, Red Pill breakdown, whatever you want to call it. Today we are going to do Twilight. And I'm probably going to do the whole series this week. I thought it was a trilogy, but it turned out to be a 5-a-G. It's fucking five films, and they're kind of long. They're like 2 hours. I think this might be like a 40-minute video because I have a lot of notes because there's a lot of intersexual dynamics and shit in this stuff. So yeah, might be long. I'll try to make it as quick as I can. Whatever. So let's jump right into it. Okay. First scene, we have the introduction to Bella. Bella. Sarah. I don't know. If you guys know, you know. You've seen that. I don't want to say it. Bella. Alright, so yeah, female, no burn-up performance, no bop, obviously, right? They're not gonna need one. You're fucking female, you're a teenager. So yeah, she's just a teen girl complaining about everything in her life. Oh, the heat, sun, Arizona, I love this place, I'm gonna go to some weird-ass place, blah, blah, blah. As expected, right? Modern female, just complaining about everything. Never fucking, what's the word? When they are grateful. Right? Not showing any gratefulness. Life is good. Going to a new place, new city, gonna explore, make some new friends. Just have a positive outlook. Damn, you don't need to be such a cynical bitch, man. This is what just gives me the fucking awkward people, weird people, just negative people. Anyway, continuing. Yeah, she's weird as fuck. And she gets to her new town. She's weird as fuck, but somehow she makes new friends. She's awkward and she seems boring as fuck, to be honest with you, man. You can barely hold a conversation with her. But she does seem innocent and kind of dumb with some dark humor. I wouldn't mind taking her for a little spin. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't either, but like for a long-term relationship, nah. Hell no. Fuck that bit, bro. Fuck that bit, bro. The fuck? Yeah, alright, but next point we get to Jacob. He's a chill dude, just eyeing her down. You know, normal guy. Seems chill. Seems like a chill dude. He introduces himself to her. Again, just normal dude. Says, hey, we used to play, like, mud pies or some shit as a kid. And she's like, oh, yeah, what's up? And he's like, yeah. And helps her with a new whip. Kind of shows her how everything goes and whatnot. Then next point we get the introduction to Batman and his crew. They seem a little weird, but we see him in the classroom, and spoiler alert, he likes the smell of her blood. And she goes and sits down with him, and he's like staring at her. He's making this eye contact, and she's staring back at him, and you can see in his eyes the heat. There's this heat. You could just builds up so good. It's toxic. That toxic eye contact. Like that thumbnail from Troy. That toxic eye contact. It's back. Oh man. Toxic eye contact. So good. So good. Yeah, and then you can just imagine the heat, man. Yeah, it's like holding the piss in. When you have to piss and you're holding it in, and that build up when you're running to the toilet or the urinal, and it keeps building up. And just keeps building and building until you finally unzip your zipper, unbutton your pants, and let it out, and you just get this rush. Ah, fuck. Like, you feel bad for the guys. You can tell that takes a lot of discipline for that kind of life, right? He just wants to suck her dry. Yeah. Next point, we have Bella, a bit butthurt about him dipping on her. This is sparking some indignation and some imagination on her before they're even a thing, which is good. right? So this is that pre-relationship type of game type shit, right? Just very nonverbal, all that shit. So imagination again. Yeah, and so Batman introduces himself to her when he comes back, and he's just a casual dude. He has casual game. He's indirect, but since she's awkward and he has good Trinity, it works for him, right? He seems a bit weird, but he has good Trinity. So yeah, they have good spark, good tension. Then this movie's game slash dialogue, it really is bland. It's just so bland, and they're trying so hard to make it seem like they're high schoolers talking about high schooler shit. Like, nah, bro, we weren't talking like that in high school, bro. I don't know what kind of high school you guys went to, but nah, bro, that was nowhere near what we were fucking talking about in high school. Chilling, bro. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. But it doesn't work. The only thing that carries this scene when they're first introducing themselves to each other is the body language, and you can tell like he has that high testosterone, she has that high estrogen. Since they're quote unquote teens, right? You can see in their facial expressions and their eyes, and just so good. Next point, he then saves her from almost being hit by a whip, little fucking minivan. He shows that protector trait, and then he gaslights her by saying he was right next to her when it happened and she hit her head. This is back when they're in the hospital. That's good game and good imagination again, good build up. Then he says to let it go in a direct way. Compliance test. He's like, let it go, Bella. Bella. Another good game tactic when she starts dreaming about him. But he's actually no, this isn't a good game tactic. The good game tactic is the compliance test, right? But then she starts dreaming about him, and he's stalking her. Stop. All right, just some bullshit. What you guys know the word stalk? Stock. Is it stock like stock market, or stalk like a stalk of a fucking corn stalk? Man, I'm so dumb. All right, so he's stalking her, which is funny, but bro, he's just getting away with hella shit, bro. He just keeps gaslighting her. This guy's just playing tricks on her head, man. That's crazy. Yeah, next point. She loves the mystery game that Edward is playing. And it's clear as day, right? He's just playing like mysterious kind of guy. So she's able to use her feminine intuition, her hypergamy, her imagination to try and figure him out. So now she's in a goose chase, trying to peel the layers back, and she's loving every second of it. They have a little interaction in a garden place, a little field trip, and they have a tense dialogue. Then Edward fucks it up by apologizing for being rude all the time. I'm sorry for being rude, etc. Right? This is the blue pill game. He was doing so well up until that point, but that's the tactic of I'm not like the other guys, Bella. So luckily Jessica saves him from using more blue pill game tactics, right? Because he's already going to I'm not like the other guys game. So yeah, he gets saved and then he runs off. Then he comes back and he saves himself a bit by using mystery game again. So he's being a little bit of a dick to her, saying they shouldn't be friends. She knows nothing about him. She knows nothing about him saving her, if he regrets it or not, and she can't ride the bus with him, blah blah, all these things, right? This is a very erratic dialogue. It's all over the place, and it's charming Bella due to its schizophrenic nature type of game. So it's driving her crazy, which is good game. Again, imagination, right? Imagination is a girl's best friend. Book number 1, page 14. Come on, guys. She calls his game mood swings. She doesn't know how to put her finger on it, so she thinks, it's just mood swings. He's just a very high testosterone male, hormones, teenagers, right? You get the point. And his dialogue again is contradicting, but it's executed well. right? He's just good at doing that erratic kind of dialogue. Then they're in a cafeteria. He fucking does a little apple trick, trying to be like Peter Parker, trying to like save the food from falling, whatever. But I think that's a reference to the book cover, if I'm not mistaken. First book cover had two hands and an apple, or some shit like that. Great, I lost where I was. Yeah, cafeteria. So he says again, we shouldn't be friends, but not that I wouldn't want to be your friend. It's confusing, yeah, and it confuses her. Well, it's not really confusing. We get what he's trying to say, but it's confusing her, and he's giving her a direct and indirect double punch, which is driving her catnip hen brain crazy. She's a fucking hen, bro. A hen. Little lizard brain, little dinosaur brain. She doesn't know what's going on. They just want this erratic, schizophrenic type game, and so he's double punching her. Indirect, direct, and dismissive at the same time. If you know, you know. Yeah, good game tactic, right? So then she reverts to the overt communication and asks him for the truth of how he saved her, but he deflects it again real easy. So now she's initiating to hang out. She invites him to the beach, and she's escalating things now. She's trying to get control of the frame because she can't handle his game tactics. So she's just throwing everything out the window and going 100% overt. Something you rarely see a female use unless they find the alpha fox and they're trying to push that beta gene out into the open to regain the power in the game that they're playing and have leverage, and back to making the man qualify to her so she can have the ultimate final decision if the guy is worth it or not, right? Because they ultimately, the females, they want to play this game and they want that. They're like, aha, I knew it, you're a fucking beta. They want that moment, right? Now that I know you're a beta, should I, choose you? Should I just keep trying to find a new player and blah, blah, blah? You guys, you know what time it is. All right. Yeah, and they want to. She wants to see if he takes the bait, but he does. He actually ends up doing it, which gives her frame, unfortunately. But we'll get to that point soon. All right. Yeah. Next point. Bella pushes some strong, independent woman talk to her about how to go up to this. Her Asian friend, because her Asian friend's like, oh, I don't know if I should ask this guy, and she's like, oh yeah, be a strong, independent female and go up and tell the guy you want to go to prom with him, whatever, because she wasn't invited to prom. So this is just some blue pill propaganda. So yeah, blue pill propaganda, you guys know. And she sees Jacob again, and he pulls up with some network, showing some Trinity. Pulls up with like two other res dudes. This is what they're at the beach, right? But he's blue pill, and she asks him about what's going on with everyone. So he explicates everything about vampires and werewolves. Sorta, not really, but he gives her the blueprint on where to start looking and shit, right? And now she's putting the pieces together with her intuition. Okay. Next point. Batman saves her from almost getting ganged up on by Five Guys employees. If you know what I mean. So he shows the protector trait again. Then he indirectly invites her to dinner after he saves her from an awkward situation with her friends, because she ditched her friends. So he's trying to be smooth with it and controlling the frame with him and Bella. And then he's taking the lead, and the other chicks get the hint. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll let you go. And they're all giggling, they're all laughing, like, oh, she's about to get piped down by this fucking Max Trinity dude. Okay. And then he's then being direct again over some lunch, dodging her questions, but he reverts to the overt communication after she threatens to leave. She stands up and she's like threatening to leave the date, and he's explicating a little too much, saying he must be around her. He can't control his urges anymore. I can read minds, this and that. This is the awkward, boring people game. It's weird, and I don't get it, but I do get it. Just beta game, man. Just don't explicate. Let them just keep them with that catnip, with their hen brain. Fucking hens, man. All right, next point. She buys a little book from the Res Guy bookstore. She puts some pieces together, finally using her feminine intuition, doing some work with it, and figures him all out. And she realizes he's a vampire, a cold one. Then she takes him to the mountains, and he spills it all out like a little blue pill, vomiting everything out, hoping he will qualify for her and she will love him. Blue pill dream, and they'll live the rest of their life happily ever after. Unconditional love, blah blah, whatever. Goofy ass. But sad. Yeah. But yeah, she eats it right up, and he self-deprecates, calling himself a killer. I'm a killer. I'm a monster. I'm a fucking loser. Fucking lame. And he's trying to convince her to leave him. But this game works. Like, he does the reverse psychology thing. Like, oh, no, I want to be with you now. So, yeah, that's blue pill propaganda again. Just spilling everything out to a female. Don't do that, guys. Come on. We all know this shit. Book 1. Don't do it. And this game doesn't, you know what, don't do this. This game doesn't work with anyone. A regular motherfucker, not even the apex of men, because even like these giant bodybuilder guys, these alpha fuck genetic guys, imagine like a fucking Achilles, but he's blue pill and he's explicating everything. Oh, I'm Achilles, I'm this, I'm that, and then he's self-deprecating. A female, no female would ever like that, man. It's just, no, just doesn't work. Where did I leave off at? Oh yeah, but even after doing so much explicating, he's still using some poetry, just a little bit of game here and there. He calls her his personal brand of heroin. Yo, that's a good one, man. I'm gonna use that shit one day, man. I'll be like, yeah, Twilight, bitch. The fuck? What the fuck? Ween. And he shows his protector traits to her, which kind of balance out the blue pill tactics, because he puts her on his back, and he shows his speed, his strength, again, protector traits. Right. Next point, she declares she has unconditional love for Batman, which is a complete lie. Complete and utter lie. We know this. Why? It's called hypergamy. Okay, guys, get it through your head. They will never love you unconditionally. Batman begin quotes, racial, whatever the fuck her last name is. It's not who you are on the inside. It's what you do that defines you. Hypergamy. In this case, he's a immortal vampire. So, does she really have unconditional love for this guy? I don't know, maybe, but nah. You can get the. I'm trying to make a funny little. You can get the woman out of hypergamy, but you can never get the hypergamy out of a woman. Does that make sense? You can never get the woman out of. You can get the woman out of hypergamy, but you can never get hypergamy out of a woman. I'm gonna play with that in my head. I'm gonna write that shit down. See if that makes sense. But yeah, it's called hypergamy. She's not gonna love him unconditionally. That's just a lie. That's just her dialogue. She's completely lying. So now they're out flexing. Now they're out into the public, right? And he's flexing his Trinity, his new bitch. All these people at school are seeing him. They're like, yeah, damn, bro. What the fuck? So yeah, we see that the Colons are a high Trinity family. Then again, they've been living for hundreds of years, so why wouldn't they be? Then he continues to explicate everything, letting it all out. And yeah, because he jumps on her car and shit, and she's like, act normal, whatever. Don't be like a fucking weirdo or some shit. And he's like, oh yeah, and he just keeps explicating. And he smells the werewolves coming by. So he dips, and they have a little scene where They make some eye contact, letting us know there's a little beef, a little subtle beef with the res boys and the Colons and shit, a little opposition, whatnot. But yeah. So then, what the fuck was I? Okay, next point. Next point we have here. Edward takes Bella to his crib. There's too many DHVs back to back, and they're all subtle, and the family is just chilling, so it's good game. But we start to notice, if it wasn't obvious already, that Edward is starting to get oneitis for Bella, because he says, "Oh, I can't read your mind, and I love your smell." Right, so it all seems like, it seems like she's the first chick that he's fell for, right? If you put all the dialogue and all the context, right, based off the dialogue they've had from previous characters and previous scenes and whatnot, and the family's reaction to him bringing her to the crib, they're like, "Yo, this guy's never brought a chick to the crib," so yeah, it's clear he's fell for her. All right, oneitis, blue pill. Okay, next point. So Batman pulls up to her crib. He explicates he's been watching her in her sleep for the past couple months. Like, "I like watching you sleep." Yeah, what the fuck? By entering through her window, and just some normal awkward people activities, just some shit, some awkward people game. But I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. This is some white people shit, bro. This is some white people shit. Yo, what the fuck? I like watching you sleep for the past couple months. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Yeah, and then they have a kiss scene, and the tension, the build up to this scene, it's so deep. It's so good, cause he's like, "I've been wanting to do this," and they're getting closer together. Their eye contact. They're looking at each other's lips, and he gives her commands in the middle of it not to move. He says, "Don't move," and she doesn't move. So that little compliance test. And then the kiss is just so good, man. It's so good. It has that toxicity to it. It's just that tension is finally split, and all that shit just comes rushing out. Right? So then it cuts to them just chilling. Again, this is just an awkward blue pill dream type shit of love and war archetype type of scenario. Right? So next point, we see that his oneitis leads to their downfall, because now they get caught. Now they get ops because of this, because he takes her to a baseball game, and the vampires pull up, and they're like, "Oh, you brought a snack," and they try to fight each other and whatnot. And so yeah, she dipped on her dumb blue pill father for some guy that she just met, because he might die after she chose to pursue her feminine intuition, and look where it led her, right? Next point. Then she gets kicked. Then she gets tricked like a dumb bimbo bitch by James, the bad guy, the guy that wants to eat her, because he just used a VHS tape of her mother saying, "Oh, Bella, 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 Bella," and she puts herself in a dumb situation. Okay, look, just let's break this down. She would rather die for her mom, an old, ran through menopause divorced bitch, versus a young prime bitch that can have 50 kids. Like, bro, come on, bro, use your brain, Bella, if you had one. Wee. Yeah. But then Batman saves the day, and he kills the dude and takes the venom out of her. Again, this is showing restraint and discipline and protector trait, because he fights his impossible to fight urge of sucking all the blood out of her or whatever. And it's good gaslighting from the Colon family about what happened to Bella, because they lie and say that she fell down the stairs in some hotel or whatever. Yeah. Next point. This is the last kind of final point. I'm gonna mix. No, I'll just break down. Don't make them quick. So she's in the hospital bed begging for her alpha seed, Batman, not to leave, and she's doing it all overtly, all desperate, right? And she's kind of giving him the frame in the relationship now. Okay, next point. Then Jacob pulls up to prom, being a very overt blue pill, telling her to break up with her new alpha fucks guy, trying to be a different guy, you know, don't get with him, we're watching, etc. Just beta game. Okay, next point. The final point, actually. So at the very end, she asks Edward to make her a... She asks Batman to make her a bat so she can be with him forever. But he says no, even after she explicated her deep conversion and genuine burning desire for him to him directly. You would think he would be like, you know what? But nah, he says no, I'd rather not keep you a human. Okay. So, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the end of the breakdown. The RP movie score, RP Blue Pill movie score. Let's jump right into it. So the RP score for this film, I give it a 4 out of 10 because we see that they implement the RP in the movie, right? We have some natural RP aware individuals. Edward, in a sense, he's kind of RP. It's not really RP. It's just natural. I don't know, man. Fuck it. There's not much RP in this film, but yeah, they're trying to make Edward be like the RP aware guy, and then they're trying to make him turn into a blue pill dream lover type of scenario. You know what I mean? So they're trying to propagate the blue pill tactics and shit, which is no good. I guess it's good for the target audience, which is fucking hen females, but for the sorry ass simps that watch this and they're trying to like learn game from a movie, like this is not good, right? So again, blue pill propaganda. But for the blue pill score, I'll have to give it a 6 out of 10 in this film because the blue pill in this film is good and the bad guy of the film, right? So it just, I don't know, it just runs amok in all of the men in this film, that they're all blue pill. Everyone, anyone I think of in this film is just a blue pill. Even Bella's dad, he's the dumb blue pill father, the Homer Simpson archetype kind of guy, and he's the only potentially RP guy, the like RP father figure, but he just ends up being the like every other blue pill guy in this film, right? So, yep. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that red pill lens breakdown. Wasn't too long. I thought it was gonna be a little longer, but yeah, I'm gonna do the other Twilight films. There's 4 left, so I'll be doing those throughout the week. Oh yeah, I just started uploading my videos on Rumble, so if anything happens to me, because I am fully aware that red pill content is trying to be suppressed or anything, I will be uploading all of my live streams on Rumble and keeping them there. So give me a follow on Rumble, right, if you like this stuff and want to keep supporting that red pill fiction shit, right? Okay, so yeah, that's about it. I'm also gonna see if I can simulcast to Kick, try to expand on other platforms, but I kind of just want to stick to Rumble and YouTube because I'm not sure how the other platforms. I'm definitely not going to stream on Twitch. Well, I don't want to say never, right? Never say never, but you guys know how this type of shit is. And plus, it's just red pill fiction. It's not like I'm going around trying to give advice to people. You know, I know my place, guys. Come on, I'm 24. I'm not gonna try to be some red pill badass guy. I'm just gonna be a nerd, do my nerdy shit, right? So, right, we all have a little nerd community here and just bounce ideas off each other, right? And oh, also the Discord, guys. If you're watching this and you guys want to talk about like red pill shit, feel free to hop on the Discord, and I'll be there. I'll be checking it out occasionally. So yeah, timestamps will be up later today. Today's Tuesday, just 10k steps. And that's it. We